And you mentioned about semiconductor shortage as well, the chip shortage. How much of that impact is having on the inventories, the demand?
It's a big impact. It's a big impact, and frankly speaking, as a dealer body, as a dealer, this was not what I expected to get into this festive. So normally, what happens when you enter the festive, it's at least 2 times the inventory what you keep, because you know the sales will come like this. So one single day we sell around 45 days stock. So you have to pre-plan that. So normally N-2 means festive minus 2 months we start building stocks to retail it. But as of today I don't have stock for selling next month. So how can I be prepared for the festive month? So I'm good for August. Why? Because I had a good opening stock. So all India passenger vehicle opening stock was 30-35 days. But end of this August, I don't think so if I'll be able to carry again 30 days stock.
And the pain is across 2-wheelers, 4-wheelers?
No, so it is more into cars and not in the 2-wheelers. 2-wheelers is a different pain where the demand has still not come back. So like I said, the entry level bikes are still not selling good. And the entry level bike means is a big chunk today. So in cars, the compact SUV has also now grown up big. So they are equal to entry level. So the growth in compact segment and the degrowth in entry level still is balancing in a total growth. But in 2-wheeler segment, when we see that the entry level bikes are not growing or the demand is not there, it is actually pulling the full industry down. So that is where the 2-wheeler issues are there.
What kind of waiting periods are seeing because of the shortage?
So in cars?
Yeah.
So it's if you talk about the famous Mahindra Thar is still at 12 months for if you want to add diesel vehicle. Vehicles like Creta diesel or a Seltos diesel is around 3 to 5 months, depending on which variant and a feature-wise model you want. In general, I feel the average is now 2 months to 3 months.
So you're worried really about how the demand will pan out, especially during the festive season, which would have been better because there is a wave 3 uncertainty, but there's nothing else. But now, chip shortage is a big if on how festive will pan out.
Yeah, obviously. See, the biggest worry normally for a dealer is not having customer. The worst worry is having customer and not able to sell, because that's the money is. So if the customer is not there, then it's a survivability issue. How will the dealership run? How will I pay salaries to my or will I shut shop? But the worst is when a customer comes in, books a vehicle, and after 2 months takes a refund. So you feel like you are losing money. Whereas it's opportunity loss, but you practically feel you have lost that money. That was my money to earn. So overall, this is the thing what we have seen today. So the customers come in, book the vehicle. We expect we'll be able to deliver in 2 to 4 months, whereas the semiconductor hits again and it goes to 4 to 6 months, and the customer said, I don't want to wait. He shifts some product, I don't know if he is able to get it or not, but then the family says, okay, leave it, we'll buy it another year later. So that demand is lost, and it is lost for the industry, not lost for United Automobiles or a Mahindra. It is lost for the industry.
So how do we take care of that problem? Is that the worst that the industry is facing right now?
I hope so. I hope so that this is the worst and we'll be out of it. So we are getting information that this is another 6 months to go, and post that 6 months things will be back to track. We are hoping that this doesn't extend 6 months, because this 3 months, 6 months period, a quarter period we have been listening from the past an year or so. So I keep my fingers crossed that if the demand is there, we are able to achieve that. So that's what I'm looking at.
Is it going to hurt dealership the most in a way in their ability to be profitable? Can it lead to shutdowns as well if this continues like that? Are we in that worst part of the phase?
No, so practically I don't see any shutdowns happening. But yes, it will be a major issue for dealers' profitability part of it. Survivability, no, because still we'll get some vehicle. So, but it's more to do with profitability, and this was the time when we dealers were looking at to cover up the loss of 4 months of lockdown we had gone through for the past 18 months. So even those 4 months we had paid salary, we had paid rent, we had paid electricity, everything. So we were wanting to cover that amount now, which is not looking forward to.
We missed the festive buzz. What happens?
Yeah, so I don't know what happens. So basically as of today, I am sure that we are going to miss it, and things are out of our hand. It's external sources. So we are hoping that whatever the current month production cut manufacturers have taken, they'll not take next month. So at least we
build
have
upon
some
the production.
vehicle and we'll be able to do some retails in the festive season.
So right now, the way I'm seeing that, financing is a bit sorted, dealers are getting back on track, demand is there. The only overhang in the past car story is the chip shortage.
Yeah, agreed.
That's going to be
so one place where we are still struggling is the two-wheeler retails.
two-wheeler retail.
We as dealers are trying to push schemes, push discounts. We are pushing manufacturers to give us more strength to handle the and create the customer. So we are tying up with finance companies where we are getting in some good finance schemes for customers, varied finance schemes as per the customer demand and requirement and create demand. So that is where we dealers are working in.
Right. Always pleasure talking to you, sir. Thank you so much for your time. It's been
Thanks.
BloombergQuint.